Alright, good evening everybody. Happy Monday. As happy as it can be, really. This is the last day of a 4-day weekend for me, which means tomorrow is back to work, and yeah, I just wish today was a little more restful than it really was. I'm in the middle of a car repair kind of thing, which is pretty stressful as is. But then something else happened this morning. When I was heading out to try to get my hands on some breakfast supplies, maybe a coffee. I've been pretty good about not hitting the coffee too hard, but it's been a little rough since the Christmas break ended. But more on that later. I will tell you what happened to me this morning, and my stupid method of trying to fix it. But first, you got a sneaking mission to attend to, which is, I mean, let's be honest, sneaking mission it's just a nice way to say sewer level. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm flat broke. That's why I didn't do any shopping here last time around, which is a shame because my recollection is that there is much better armor for Yang. Let's see how much better the armor is for Yang. That's not the shop. The shop's over here. That's right, with the headband and the Kenpo-G. And that's right, this game doesn't tell you. Doesn't tell you how much better the thing is. Well, that's unfortunate. We will need that equipment for the second dungeon that I'm planning to do today. I would like to get us to the Earth Crystal, if at all possible, but we'll see. We'll just see if that happens. And I do need to keep this silver ring. Some of this stuff could go though. Eep. Oh, hang on. Very obvious secret here. That's enough for something, though. We can do something with that. Can't do it here, though, because this is Devil's Road. Alright. That 1,000 cash is, nice to have. I would like Yang to have a little more defense. Because, Cecil's up here at 23 and 7 magic. And 18's not quite gonna do it. Well, that's worse. Increases his offense. Alright. Lower defense. One more point of attack? I don't know. That, like, a bunch of points of strength, though. That's what we gotta check. Strength 18. Strength 23. Okay, yeah, no, that is worth it. The attack value shown there is not... Like, 1 point of attack value is not necessarily representative of how good the +5 strength is. So we will be just fine. Assuming that my stuff gets sorted. It is not. Alright, so underground waterway. It's basically a sewer. It's got a bunch of hidden passages, if memory serves correct. Plenty of treasure. Alligators, as are the norm. There's normal swamp things, or sewer things. Alligators can attack twice. They are not cool. fine, though, because... Oh, there's good anime this season? Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that's news to me. I have not heard anything good about this season, so what's good? Oh, that's right, Aizoken. That's the only one that I've heard good things about. Or the animation in the Aizoken show is excellent. I have no idea what that last one is. But I've heard of Aizoken. Thunder action in here. You know, it's an amazing world we live in where we have to describe TV shows as innocent enough. Like, what's it gonna do? Break into your house, kick your dog, and steal a box of ballpoints? Oops. I also made a mistake today, but let's hear the chat mistake first. What was I doing? Curing? No, that's right. Checking Yang's equipment. It's gotta go. Where's your Thunderclaw? Hank, where's your Thunderclaw? Yang, please. Did I buy him 2 Ice Claws and no Thunderclaw? Oh my god. I have made a mistake. This is my second fatal error of the day. Well, the only fatal error of the day, because I can't fix it. Oh. I'm reading these chat messages, and this is oh my god. No. Oh, well, the stream is officially not safe for children right now. That's amazing. That's not where I was expecting this to go. Alright, so the lesson to be learned... the lesson to be learned today is that if you're looking at winter anime and you see anything labeled young romantic comedy, it might just be straight up pornography, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it. And if it winds up in your search history, well, you know what you are. Oh, that's amazing. And you know what, viewers on YouTube? I'm not going to say which show it is, so best of luck. That's right. If you want the FBI warnings on what to stay away from, you gotta watch live. Oh, I need that. I need the Ice Claw so bad, or not the Ice Claw, the Thunder Claw so bad. I just don't have it. Don't have it. Oh man. Are you trying to get them banned? Like, how censored can it really get? Like, that sort of thing is censored by default, is it not? You need to go to, like, the next level? Alright, so these Elecfish are obviously not weak to thunder. You gotta stab them. Oh, I need to get my Osmos on. Heck, let's do that. Let's get some Osmos going. I will focus. Oh no, you don't have Osmos. Never mind. It's just Tella. Man, the Yangs are really getting it. Could maybe use that Kempo Gi. You know what? We have exactly 4,000 gil, and we are close enough to the entrance that I will go back and buy that piece of armor for him. That seems like a reasonable course of action. I'm gonna be real sad when it lowers his defense further. Okay, now that's better. And it's another strength boost. I think it's this one. 24. Oh, that's right, because he gained a level, so we got strength up. And so he gets +3 from this and +5 from the other one. That makes Yang significantly better. Well, he's up to 4x on his attack multiplier as well, so that's good. Okay, good. I'll heal up as well, since I spent quite a bit of MP just on those early fights. Like, this is, this dungeon's a bit of a step up in terms of what it takes to defeat the monsters. And they are good at kind of tearing up your front line a little bit. Plus side, accuracy, not the greatest, so they'll get a lot of misses heading into the back line. Now you could say that the other bad anime, there are probably a lot of bad animes this season, there always are. But I don't think you're going to get worse than literal pornography airing on television. Right? Oh. Oh, one about reviewing pornography. Okay. That's almost as bad. Not quite, but almost. It's down there. This basic thunder spell is taking these guys out. Oh, nope, not brace. That's a misclick. I needed focus, not brace. There we go, there's the defense kicking in. Oh, Cecil, please. That's what I should be doing with Yang. Try to take these guys out in one shot. Oh. So this morning I was gonna head out and get some stuff for breakfast. You know, maybe grab a coffee, something good. What I really wanted was like an egg sandwich and a coffee this morning, so I was dead set on getting that. However, something went wrong. And the thing that went wrong was my garage door opener. Like, my garage door opener has, I've had to reconstruct it a couple times in the past. You know, 8 years ago, it was destroyed in a car crash, and I put it back together after that, because at the time I had kind of a crazy landlady who was trying to frame me for property damage that existed before I even got to the building. This is a long time ago, it was 8 or 9 years at this point. And so, you know, I put it back together, and I didn't want to ask to get a replacement, because then, you know, the old landlady would be like, oh, I knew it, I knew you were trouble, get out of here, da-da-da-da-da-da. She had, like, her scary husband, who looked like he was part of a gang, go around and be an enforcer and that sort of thing. It was a bad time. That's that time. That's all gone now. So I've had the same garage door remote forever, and it's been through hell and back. And I've put it back together time and time again. But today, it wasn't working at all. And when I looked to see what it was, well, I figured, okay, the battery must be dead. You know, time to change the battery. But when I opened it up, the wires were severed. Well, one of the wires was severed. And I was trying to at least see, okay, can I touch them together and have it work? Like, what can I do to make this thing work? And my immediate thought was, oh, well, I'll just solder it back on. It wasn't, okay, you know, maybe now's the time to get a replacement. It's not, it's fine. I'll just borrow a soldering iron and wire strippers from somebody and just solder it back together. It'll be fine. And, I was asking around to see if anybody had a soldering iron, and like, you know what? This is just stupid. Nobody I know has a soldering iron. I don't have a soldering iron. And even if I did, it most likely cost me nothing to get this fixed, except knowledge that I am inconveniencing somebody on a holiday. Which admittedly is, something I have a problem with. I hate inconveniencing people. I don't know why. It's just something like my default opinion of other people is that they don't want anything to do with me. That might be a self-esteem issue more than anything, but I just have this tremendous distaste for asking for help in situations like this, or asking somebody to do something for me. Like, oh, can I borrow a soldering iron? That's fine. Hey, can you replace my remote? That's fine. But, I'm glad I did. I got it replaced, and I got my stuff. I had a really good egg sandwich on an English muffin, and I had this really tasty New York State garlic cheddar, which was phenomenal. It was super, super good. And I wound up having a great breakfast after all. But I almost just had a really bad day. And my car's still not fixed, so it might fall apart at any time. Who knows? Yeah, that was my morning. It's a higher stress than I would have liked it to be. But at least I wasn't duped into watching straight-up porn by a terrible anime description. Let's see. Okay, so in this place you can kind of see hidden passages. Be able to get up here. If you look really closely, some of the walls are tinted blue. And those are the entrances to the passages. Stop this thing. Nice. Great. So if you land stop on these guys, they're just fine. They might take a little bit to kill though, because Cecil's still pretty weak. Yang can get him though. I hope those that the stop lasts long enough. I don't take any damage here. Always love me a good stop spell, especially if it works. And, this game is nice in that it does work a lot. I'll get an Osmos in here. I'm assuming that the Aqua Worm will die before it goes off, but if it doesn't, that's great. And we'll get some free MP, save an ether. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna need those levels because the boss after this place is tough. If I actually need to focus. I want to say these are fire weakness? Nope, not fire weakness. Well, I guess it's ice weakness. Yes. Yes, I do believe it's ice weakness. Oh, so I heard something that I could not, I couldn't independently confirm this because Google kept giving me a bunch of fan mods. But I heard that there was a DLC for the Resident Evil 2 remake that added a randomizer to the game. Is that something you heard of? Or, is that real? Am I being trolled? But I read this on... Like, I was watching somebody else stream the game recently. And I think they said it. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're wrong. Maybe we're all wrong. In our own special way. It's like Smash Ultimate. Everyone is here, but also everyone is wrong. But yeah, I heard that there was a, like an actual randomized mode for it. Which wouldn't be too shocking to me, because when you do the second run for each character, everything is kind of rearranged. It's like when you play as Leon, and you do the game, you beat it, and then you play it again as Claire. And a lot of the, like some of the stuff stays the same, like the locker combinations and that sort of deal. But the actual game progress stuff, like the codes you need to get the medallions, and also where the clues to get them are different. It's like the codes are different, and I tried just using the codes that I had written down from when I played as Leon, and it didn't work, because there's new codes, and new clues, and new places to find them. Aha, we got Berserk. That's a good spell. Berserk is going to help us out quite a bit. Maybe not quite yet. This is kind of a strange enemy group. I don't like this one. I don't like it one bit. My big problem with it is that everybody's weak against something different. Old Giga Skater here is a bit much. Good news is there is a save point. We're going to have a chance to tent up, but tents don't restore all of your MP in this game, if memory serves. And even if that's the case, I'm still going to have to burn an ether here, because Palom can't cast any spells. Hope I'm not missing anything. There's a weapon for Cecil that we're going to pick up here. I think this is it. Oh, it's just an ether. Maybe it's in the save room. Oh, ambush. Good. Pack some more damage on here. Alright, let's see what goes off first. Focus or just Blizzard? I think Focus will go off first. We'll see. I was thinking when I heard about that randomizer thing that I just feel like more people should have randomizer modes in the game. Like, I know they had the DLC for Prey, where you could pay an extra $30 to get, you know, the roguelite randomizer mode. Is maybe a little too pricey on top of a $60 game. It feels like something that you'd want as like an actual just feature in the game. Like if they ever release Link to the Past on Switch, like there was a rumor they were going to. If they do, and they want to actually charge money for it, they should add, you know, an official randomizer. Alright, so the Ancient Sword is... Well, let's take a look. So Cecil's accuracy right now is 99%. We equip the Ancient Sword, his attack strength goes down, and he drops down to 80%. However, the Ancient Sword is like it is in previous games, where it inflicts curse, having the attack and defense of the target. And that was super important in the other FF2. And you know what, if this doesn't heal me fully, I'll just use another tent, because I got a ton of them. Bought too many tents. Spent all that money on tents, thinking I was playing free Enterprise, and I'm not. Everything's good here. But yeah, if you can stick a status on that ancient sword, that's pretty good. I think the curse status was actually removed from the US version, though, which made the ancient sword useless. Alright, we're in. Infiltrate at the castle. Looks like the wizards are gone. Presumably the king just executed those random wizards. That seems to be the sort of person he is. Alright, so last time we saw Cid, he was up here. But that's just a dead end this time. Heck, nobody is here. And everybody's dead. Oh, but not Bagan. And Cecil's got the right question here. He's like, am I going to have to cut you? Now, that's a very crafty answer from Bagan there. He doesn't say no. He says his loyalty is to Baron. Well, he says he tried to rescue Cid. Oh, of course. All of those people guarding Cid. Well, we know this isn't going to end well because we've just had a 6th member added to our party. And you know what happens when you try to travel with more than 5 people at once. You end up at the space-time coordinates of least resistance. That or one of them is a monster. A traitor? Yep, and hopefully the person who's going to die here is Bagan, who is in fact a multi-part monster, and I think this is the first multi-part monster in the series. Alright, so let's try to poison him. I'm gonna try to slow everybody here. You only get one spell on Bagan's body. After that, you just cast Reflect, and your mages are on heal duty. What I'm gonna do though is Berserk Yang. Which makes him uncontrollable, but he's going to attack on his own and attack very hard. And I believe that the twin magic can get past. And if it doesn't, well, we're just going to explode. But that's fine. Alright. We're going to Berserk him and we're going to haste him. And we're going to see if we can just knock Bagan down. Before he can do anything too unpleasant. That was fast. So that that other arm is in the back row. Man, am I glad that the twin cast goes through. So with Haste and Berserk, we're going to get a lot of damage in here. And those status effects will last forever, so they're good. And we do want to keep the arms dead as well, because one of the ways this boss gets you is by self-destructing. But I think this strategy is pretty good. Oh, I guess his reflector wore off and I didn't notice. Oh well, that's fine. I think we're going to get him. I don't think we can lose at this point, because he has to keep... He's slowed, and he's going to keep spending turns on reviving. Man, that fight's a lot easier when you're not a literal child. I remember the first time I fought him, I was just dead. But I was also, like, 7. Alright, so let's see about opening this door up. Can we do that? Oh. We can, but we can't leave. I would like to see... Let's see if we can just go to Cecil's room and sleep. Yep, good. All right. So it is important that we heal back up, because we got to go deal with the king next. Uh-huh. What do you have to say? Not a fan of the paladin, huh? Alright, so the good news is the king wasn't evil. The thing that replaced the king was evil. And that is, second of the elemental fiends. A beetle. From hell. Ignazor. Okay, so this guy is a little weird. He's got some shifting weaknesses going on. Normally he's weak against ice, for some reason. Which you can see there. Well, I should slow him. And slow just ruins these guys. But then, after he gets that, he's weak against thunder. And the trick is, we gotta get him before he does anything untowards with that water. Like that. Oh! That's bad. That's double bad. Come on, Tella, please. Please, Tella. Get him with the lightning. Yes, okay. Thank goodness. Alright, that helps. And then we'll get the Focus Blast from Yang off. Should be... Oh! Where's my... Phoenix down. I will, Oh, nice. I will start charging up the Big Thunder. So I figure he's gonna gather water. There he goes. That was such a fast tsunami. I don't like that one bit. Fortunately, he gets a super weakness though when he does this, so the Thundaga just annihilate him. So yes, someone did in fact die, and it was Palom. Rip Palom. And that's why you never have 6 people in your party. Fortunately, we got a replacement for him right there. My man, Sid. Yeah, bad news about Rosa. Golbez just stealing everything in sight. But first, he's gonna come to blows with Tella. Alright, so introductions. Not exactly useful text boxes, but Palom over there, he's dead. He's not included in the introductions. Alright, airship time. We've only been playing this game for 5 hours. Not even. We're already getting an airship. That's good stuff. Ba-da-da! I don't think he liked that Thundaga very much. Trying to turn me into a Cecil sandwich, huh? See? It's happened again. Look, 6 people in the party. And then this happens. You can't do it. You can't have 6. So I joke about Palom dying, but, unfortunately... Porom also dies. Somehow they both know break, and they cast it on themselves. Now everybody's just like, that's just stupid. I'll just heal them. But no, apparently Izuna only heals you if you didn't want the status effect to happen to you. And thus Palom and Porom are no more. Or rather, they are more weighty. More stone. Fortunately, we're going to become captain of the USS Enterprise, just in time for the Picard show. And I think we're going to get another dungeon in today. I'm still feeling pretty sprightly for somebody who has to go back to work tomorrow. He's grown quite strong. Yeah, I would like to get to the Earth Crystal today. Preferably before Golbez does. Maybe if I'm feeling really spicy, we can get 3 dungeons in. But the next one has a gimmick, and it's kind of an obnoxious gimmick, so we'll see. Ah, that's what it is. Kane was after that high-stakes dick measuring contest all along. Hate it when that happens. Who's the best Dragoon in Final Fantasy? It ain't Kane. He's a dang traitor. I'm personally a fan of Aranea in FF15 because the fight with her is so cool. Like, it is actual DBZ nonsense, and it's beautiful to watch. It's fun to play, too. She's pretty strong as a character as well. Like, I'm pretty sure you get her for a few dungeons. Parlay, huh? I like how Kane's ship is actually just crewed by monsters. They have no human allies, other than Kane. And so they offer their ultimatum. We have to fetch the Earth Crystal from Troya and exchange it for Rosa. Not a good person, that Kane. Kind of want to just, toss this bridge overboard and let him fall to his death, but he's a Dragoon, so he'd probably survive, and then jump right back up. Kane. Call your priest. Call your rabbi. Tell someone. Don't steal crystals. You know what they say about treason, you'll go to hell before you die. But, he has little choice but to do what he says, and execute some slick landing maneuvers. So, here's the Troya area, and there's exactly one tile that you could land on. Like, you can't land down here and walk. There's no bridge. I don't know why there's no bridge. You'd think they would put a bridge there and make you land here and walk. But no. Instead, there's exactly one tile that you can land on. Right here. And man, it's a pain. Troya is a very friendly place with lots of happy frogs. And they also have the Earth Crystal. Damsian man washed up on the beach. Says he's a prince. So this place is, it's kind of, where's Wonder Woman from? Themistria? Is that what it's called? But this is the kingdom, ruled and protected entirely by women. And they've lost the Earth Crystal. The Dark Elf has taken it. And there's the gimmick. So we're going to have to get that Earth Crystal out of the Magnus Cave, where all metal weapons are, will cause you to be paralyzed if you're equipped with them. Alright, so we got to get to the cave, and we have to have a loadout that works. Very smart, that Dark Elf. Alright, so gotta get a new loadout. I need to get, like, a Thunderclaw for Yang somewhere. Probably Februal. It's him. Edward. Not dead. But he's not coming with us. He is, in a bad way here. Kind of slightly permanently crippled from the whole Leviathan incident. You hate to see it. Yeah, that's everybody but Rydia, and the entire crew of the ship. Don't worry about them though. They're fine. They're chilling somewhere. Good news is, though, he's going to give us a little helpful item, and we actually need this item. Cannot do the dungeon without it. Of course we got an airship. There's no way we'd get here without one. The Dark Elf. Hate that guy. we get a Whisperweed. In the original version, this was marked down as the Twin Harp, which I always found kind of strange. Rather, so the original FF2 is you get the Twin Harp, and it's a harp that plays whatever Edward plays on his harp. But here you get the Whisperweed, which is kind of a, it's like a walkie-talkie kind of deal. Zazat uses it in Final Fantasy V when you're at the... Well, actually, there's treasure in there, I think. When you're at the barrier tower, that's what you use to talk to him, is Whisperweed. Actually, no, I can't get... There's a treasure room here, but you can't get it until you're given permission to enter it, and you don't get that until you get the Earth Crystal. Alright, so we need stuff. I believe the ruby ring is not metallic. Claws are not metallic. Oh, we need better armor than this. And in the DS remake, there's a, I think bows are not metallic. I'm gonna get a bunch of arrows. Now this is where being broke helps out just a little bit. I'm gonna rearrange the party like this. There we go. And okay, I need an arms there. Arms there. There. And there, because the silver ring is metallic. Can't use silver ring. Oh, everybody needs a ruby ring. Oof. My wallet. Saying that a lot lately. In real life, too. Car repairs are something else, let me tell you. You gotta replace an entire axle, you're gonna have a bad time. Oof. That's rough. Really lowering my defense here. Let me just look around real fast for free things. Oh, this is important too. Birdie Pals. All those chocobos. And choco breeding. Alright, so we can go in here and meet some chocobos. In fact, the Black Chocobo Ranch. So if we can find the wild black chocobo, it can fly. The ones in captivity cannot, though. And... yeah, we can't get through the secret passage because that child has wandered all the way through it. But I think we can get some greens if, go all the way over here. Pork. Come on, chocobos, please. Chocobos, please. Okay, maybe not. Oh, chocobo, come on. Alright. But the good news is we've learned that there are such a thing as black chocobos. They can fly. And there is a chocobo village to the north. So that's how we're going to get to the cave. Because we can't take the airship. Can't swim with armor on. Okay, well we dealt with that, I'd say. Whisperweed, you can transmit your voice really far with it. There we go. Cash money. Decoy. I'm not certain what that is. Oh, it's a super ether. That's good. What is... oh, it casts Blink. Okay. That could be useful. I think it's all the free stuff. Alright, so we still gotta get that Thunderclaw for Yang. And, also make a quick trip to Baron for armor. And if you're prepared properly, this dungeon isn't that bad. But if you're not, you're just gonna have a terrible time. So is that a chocobo forest up here? I've never noticed this, but that does look like one, right? Yeah. There's just a chocobo forest there. Why would you ever need that? I wonder if there was some cut content. I know there are a number of Square games that did have cut content for various reasons. Like Secret of Mana changed the hardware specs that it was supposed to run on from back when they wanted a disk system on the Super Nintendo, like as an attachment. So a lot of its planned things just went away. I actually need to go for Google. Hang on. Some things, you know, just went away. Some plot lines, that sort of thing, when it became clear they had to stick it on a cartridge instead of a disc. There's cut stuff from Chrono Trigger. There's a bunch of cut stuff there. There we go. Final Fantasy VI had added content. The whole world of Ruin was not initially planned for the game, but apparently they put it in because they had enough time and wound up with one of the most memorable events in all of RPGs. Alright, So let's pump Sid up too. He's already pretty powerful with that hammer, and it is made of wood. He's ready. We're gonna get Cecil a headband as well. Yeah, I guess he's an archer for now, so it should be fine. I don't like it though. We can sell off this leather stuff. And prisoner, don't need dwarf bread. That casts the sight spell, which I don't think we're gonna need anymore. But without a proper white mage, some of these items should come in handy. I think they have their own set spell power and multipliers, so it should not matter who uses them. Might as well use the inn while I'm here. Great. Ooh, off by one. Off by one. Alright, so now's the part where we got to trek upwards. Oh, good. These, like, I know they have it written down as Katesith, but that's a lot closer to a Quarrel. And they are not nice. The Sid's study ability is like casting the Libra spell. You can see their HP and weaknesses. Right? Like, there's no way that's Katesith. They're just making stuff up now. Well, it's a terrible drain spell, Telly. Come on, man. Sid's sprite is glorious. It's glorious. He's getting absolutely destroyed, though. And the counters from these needle hogs are really doing me in. So yeah, good news is in this game you can change your weapons. Where did Rosa go? Rosa's, she's kidnapped. She's with Golbez. We're getting her back. But we have to trade. We have to trade the Earth Crystal for her, essentially. And there's Sid's portrait. It's wonderful. Look at that. No, Golbez kidnapped her. So when you finish the Fabul Gauntlet, Golbez goes to, kill Cecil. And Rosa's like, oh no, don't do that. And then Golbez is like, this one is important to you, yes? But I shall take her with me. And now she's sitting in a chair with like a scythe over her head. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is spend MP like crazy. Oh no, you don't find out about who Golbez is till like the end of the game. So we're nowhere close to that. Oh. I like this version of the Chocobo theme. Now, unfortunately, Black Chocobo cannot go over the mountains. But he can get us over here to where the cave is. It's also fast. Yeah, if we get back on the Black Chocobo, he'll take us right back to that forest. Oh no, that's just how he is. No, that's normal. Oh. Always at high speeds. Alright, now let's see if I've screwed up. Alright, so anybody with a piece of gear that's tagged as metallic will be paralyzed in all battles, permanently. You can't heal it. Tello's magic and rods should be okay. The claws obviously are okay. And Sid's hammer is literally called Wooden. It's gonna be fine. And excellent, I have not botched it. Good. We just have to play at a bit of a disadvantage. Focus comes in really handy here. It's something I wish I would have had when I played this already as a kid. Drop my coaster. A glass sword like in Elder Scrolls? Let me tell you, as far as I know, the origin of the glass sword is Saga. The glass sword was either the strongest weapon in the game or the second strongest weapon in the game in original Saga or Final Fantasy Legend. And you basically got one swing out of it, it did massive amounts of damage, and then it broke and it was just gone. Vampire ability is very annoying. Not only are they going to drain health from you, it's also going to cause bleeding. And today I learned that they absorb electricity. I didn't know that. Yeah, one thing I like about this game is So you're constantly shuffling party members around. Yeah, so you're constantly shuffling party members around. So instead of, Final Fantasy III where you change the jobs on your own, you have the game changing them around for you. But even among that, there are different dungeons where different characters will take different roles. So in this case, Cecil's a paladin, but he's going to have to play as an archer instead of a knight. And it's neat that each of the jobs here has, different things that they can do. So Yang, for example, could be an elemental attacker. Ooh, Mind Flare, that's not good. Or he could be a status attacker. Or he could do no attacking because he's paralyzed. Thanks, Mind Flayers. See if we can at least stop that from happening again. Cecil just throw that arrow and not use a bow? Might have. I wouldn't put it past him. These things are a bit rough. The ogres hit very, very hard. Very hard. This is a guy that you would want to cast Hold on. I'll get him with a little bit of a short paralysis. But it's better than no paralysis. Hold is pretty good. It should keep him down at least long enough for Yang to get this focus attack in. But yeah, the animation for Cecil using the bow, like the arrow comes out first and then the bow appears, so it's a little funky. Power ring, that's perfect. I'll take that. Give it to Yang. That should increase his vitality, I think. Good. Now we'll see if it's metal. I don't think it is. It is. Alright, well I have, the game sure showed me. I think for 1 second that getting a drop will be good for you. Nope. Not today. Hold this guy back again. Because even when he's in the back row, he's just dropping 2 10s on Yang, and that's crazy time. Absolute crazy time. But if we get another one... If we can get another one of those power rings, we're gonna have a good time. Just not in this dungeon. The next one, though. Good times. And yeah, it's definitely looking like we're not going to do the next one tonight. We should finish this one in time, but we won't be getting back Rosa today. Not really getting a good, I don't really know what to do with these bats. Just annoying. Not really deadly, just really, really annoying. The good news is, though, as flying things, they'll take extra damage from bows. So yeah, there are a lot of different characteristics and properties that enemies can have. They all have an enemy type. And the flying type takes quadruple damage from arrows, I think? It's quadruple. Oh. This is where you use the hourglass. That'll get not a full stop, but a kind of a short stop on all of them. That'll give you enough time to hold down another one. So yeah, this is definitely a place where status effects are incredibly important. Otherwise, well, you've seen the damage numbers that these ogres put out. They will beat you senseless. Always gotta remember to top off Tella's MP when you get a chance. Now don't worry that I'm running out of potions here. I've got all those high potions available. Nice, Tella. Here's the part where I cast spells to get his MP down to exactly 69. Yeah, this place is, it's definitely a step up from other dungeons in terms of length. Oh no, we're not taking this fight. That's, no. Big no. Yeah, that's a bit of a rough one. Not a fan. Isa's got Cure, though. He's got Cure and Cura. Not gonna ever use this in combat, so we can just spend it as if it's potions. Oh. There's no need. Great. this fight again. Do I have another one of those hourglasses? Ooh, I don't. Let's just, get some damage on them. Oh, Silk Web. I should have Silk Webbed. Yeah, the Antarctic Wind is just an Ice 1 spell. It's not useful. Not against this level of enemy. Oh, Cecil, you ran out of arrows. Ran out of arrows. On the plus side, making up for it with a crit. That's good. I'm still thinking... I mean, I'm not mad at Cecil because he got that crit, just like I'm not mad at Jack Johnson for scoring on Murray. Even though he redeemed himself later. You know, one of my neighbors picked out my accent today. I was talking on the phone while I was doing laundry. And, you know, he noticed me and waited till I got off the phone. And was like, hey, you're from Pittsburgh. And I'm like, yeah, how'd you know? You got that Yinzer accent. I try really hard to hide it sometimes so that people can understand me, but I guess I can't keep it that hidden, huh? And it turns out that he was also from Pittsburgh. His whole family is still back there. And we had a good time just chatting for a little bit. Killed some time while my laundry was done. Always good to meet friendly people. There's a bronze hourglass. Oh, replacement items. That's great. Oh, the battle that they're good for. Where's that hourglass? Here it is. Its stop should last long enough to finish this battle. Or at least take out 2 of these guys. Maybe I'll hold the last one just in case. That's why he knew, because we know. Yep. Yep, that's exactly right. I had used that as well to pick out someone from Philadelphia. It's like Time Lords. We can recognize each other. Unless the plot demands that we can't. almost to the end, but this Fairy Claw is useful. So this is when Yang starts being able to do elemental attacks. Make sure that Cecil's got arrows. Got 2. That's fine, you shouldn't need them much longer. But yeah, this dungeon's still going. It is significant. And for some reason, the bats have lost their animation. We believe in you, bats. You can have animation. Yeah, the succubus is weak against Holy. So, she kind of got it real hard. These bats still don't have their animation. I wonder what happened. Maybe it's just in this formation they don't get it, because I could have sworn the back attack with the bats was in formation. Yeah, Fairy Claws can cause charm. And we'll just wait for the bat to kill itself. Oh, that's not going to work. If it's not going to attack itself, then we'll have to do something about that. Alright, out of holy arrows, so we gotta go back to just regular old stuff. I want to save the poison. Those poison arrows will be very useful later on. Oh, no way. We're just not doing this one. That ain't happening. Yeah, I don't think I want to do this one either. Running, luckily, is actually viable in this game. Whereas in the NES games, it often is not. Just not taking this fight. Sorry, game. A lot of the same design philosophies as the NES ones. Like, where the encounters get radically harder on the bottom floor as you approach the boss. And they probably figured, well, you know, there's save points in this game, so, you know, they'll be fine. You can suck it up. You will not progress without metallic weapons. I am invincible. Alright, let's just punch him in the face. Just get him out of here. And see what his weaknesses are. Oh, there's something. I don't know what they are. I'll slow him. Going to die. Good. Big rip. Very high level rip. But yes, this fight is unwinnable. Not a fan of unwinnable fights. But, this one at least has satisfaction at the end. You're in danger. You know, does Edward canonically sound like Ralph Wiggum? I know he doesn't in the DS version, but it's kind of have to think of him that way. Yes, hopefully Edward's not going to kill himself doing this. Can't stop a musician if he's just gotta play. Now in Free Enterprise, there's a flag you can use to replace this harp song with any number of custom harp songs from, you know, all over the place. Could be other Final Fantasy games, could be other video games, could be AC/DC. Could be anyone. I always think that's really fun. Nasty sound. So that blocks the barrier. And we move back for a moment, and now we can form up again. And I will. So Cecil is no longer going to be relegated to being a monk. Time to put on the heavy stuff. You get a power ring. You get silver. Gotta have silver when you're fighting, you know, creatures of darkness. And oh boy, Cecil, you're gonna get all sorts of good stuff, aren't you? So not only weak against metal, I would suspect the Dark Elf would be weak against, sorry, the Legend Sword, because it is a light sword. Gauntlet up. Actually, you know, I think I want the Ruby Ring here for the extra magic defense, since this guy is, he's a caster, as you saw before. 3, 2, 1. It's not great magic defense, but, I mean, look at Sid, he's got 0. Alright. Everybody's healed up. Let's waste this sucker. Yeah, he now does peanuts in terms of damage. And he really gets it from the Legend Sword. And I will take this opportunity to haste Cecil. And I'm going to berserk him as well when I get a chance. Well, that's probably the worst thing that could have happened there. Tornado, not a damage spell, so it does its thing. And it's not a real good time for that Berserk to go off, because it resets his ATB timer, which you can't see in this game. You can't start seeing them till 5. A little annoying. Yeah, you like that. And note that, actually, I'm going to pause for a second here. Actually, you know, okay, I won't pause. Let's just continue the fight. But the sprite for the Dark Elf looks an awful lot like the sprite for Astos from Final Fantasy I, who I think was also a Dark Elf. It's kind of a nice little callback to the first game. Now let's Berserk. No, not Cecil again. Oh, never mind. He just takes 2 shots from Berserker Cecil, and he's just dead. That's because the D is for dead. Dark dead. Thank you, Edward. Alright, so it's definitely too late to do the next dungeon, but we've got plenty of time to do some looting back in Troya. And it's going to be glorious. First, though, we got to get out of here. And save. Just in case. Just in case a lightning bolt hits my apartment complex right now and knocks out all the power. Alright, we get an MP heal. And no more encounters. We'll just take the regular Chocobo back. Abundance of caution. Alright, we did it. Got the Earth Crystal. Hooray! Bless hooray. Oh, it's our good friend, Cain. Alright, so boarding the airship automatically takes you to the next dungeon, so we're not going to do that. But we do want to talk to one of these gals who lets us open the treasure room. I don't remember who it is. There it is. Okay, so with that, crystals raise the power of their bearer. If these evil, the crystal will still submit. That's interesting. I don't remember that bit of dialogue. Alright, so let's talk to Edward first. Assuming they'll let us in to see him. What tune is that, anyway? Oh, he knows a secret song to harm evil elves. I don't remember that bit of lore either. Is that real? Oh. Oh. Nah, he's good. He's fine. The Edward death fake out number 2. I like how in this instance the black magic symbol on Meteo has like a blood red row of pixels around it. Yeah, that's twice that they pretend to kill Edward off. If this was real FF2 for the NES, he would have actually died. In fact, every member that had left our party previously would be dead, except for Tella. He'd be the Minwu, and he'd eventually die. Alright, so there's a ton of treasure to be had. Like, we can just have these. Bunch of potions. Ethers. General sundries. Ruby rings. I probably should have checked to see if there were any equipment items. Nah, I didn't have to buy those. Oh, Bacchus wine is good, though. That casts Berserk on the user. And as you saw in the Dark Elf fight, Berserk is very, very good and lets you make quick work of these things. Let's get another usable item up here. I gotta do some inventory management. Get rid of the attack items that only do level 1 spells. Yep. So if you try to lie to her, she knows and just doesn't let you in. So you can't get in here until you finish the dungeon. But look at all that. Got Remedy, Ether, Dry Ether, Elixir, Echo Herb, a Great Bow, arrows. Would have been nice to have this stuff before the dungeon, so I didn't have to buy it. The Silver Apple is unique, though. That increases your maximum HP. We're gonna save that for a squishy. What's the difference between Remedy and Unihorn? Here's battle effects. Huh. Not 100% sure. Yeah, Rosa would be a good candidate for that Silver Apple. But I think her HP growth is fairly decent. I might save it for someone even squishier. Gotta sell some things too. I'll get these, those. I don't need this. I'm not gonna blow myself up. That's stupid. What else? Ruby rings. I don't want to sell all of them. That. I don't think anybody's going to wear this headband. Yeah, we'll get rid of the headband. Okay, so we'll have a couple ruby rings left, just in case we need to increase some magic defense. other than that, that seems fine. That's pretty good for the next dungeon. But we're not going to do the next dungeon until next time. Because the long weekend is over. And I need to get to bed. Who knows when my car's replacement axle will actually arrive, because whatever day that's going to be is going to be high stress. And as for when we're going to reconvene, I'm not entirely certain. A friend of mine is in town, and I want to make sure that I hang out with him while he's here. And there's a good chance that that'll be Friday. So I don't know. It's going to be one of these nights. Probably Thursday or Friday. You know, if it's Thursday, then we can go on Friday, and if it's not, then we can't. Maybe I'll actually use the Virtua Yinzer Twitter, if I remember. But, yeah, let's just say, yeah, keep your Twitch notifications on. And, you know, if you get one, feel free to drop by. That's going to do it for me tonight. Thanks for coming out. Did some good stuff. And, the twins are dead. Rip Pal Maporum. I forgot the other thing I was going to say. It's just been Rip Cops. That's right. Rip Cops. That's a good note to end it on. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you later.